The Jedi Code is often used as a mantra, but also as a unique and powerful text that contains hidden wisdom upon the deepest contemplation of it. Only through the deep contemplation of the Jedi Code, and using the mythology as a parable, can we truly find the deeper wisdom of the Code and the Force moving within it. There is no chaos, there is harmony. As people, we often find ourselves in what may be chaotic situations, chaotic emotional states, or otherwise situations of such uncertainty that they feel like chaos. This line of the Code reminds us that these states are actually part of a larger harmony within the Force. That when we ourselves are chaotic, we are not looking at the part of us that is the observer, harmonious, peaceful, tranquil, and serene. That when situations seem outside of our control or understanding, they are actually part of a greater flow within the Force that is bringing us to where we need to be in the moment. By recognizing there is a greater harmony, a Jedi can focus on aligning themselves with that harmony and moving in directions to be harmonious. This can then quell the apparent chaos around us, by us becoming anchors and lighthouses for others. Likewise, when it is our own sense of self that is in chaos, establishing a focus on that harmony allows the Force to become a lighthouse for us, guiding us toward its safety, a calm within the storm. And understanding that the Force is, there can then be no such thing as chaos. All things in the Force are acting in a state of harmony, even when from our limited perspective it appears as chaos. This line reminds us that it is only our closeness to the situation that we cannot see the larger pattern of harmony within history, time, space, and the Force itself. As we expand our view away from the personal, what appears to be chaos becomes patterns of causality, of one thing leading to another, and in that greater causalities from the guiding force. This reminds us that the Force as an essence of harmony does guide us to harmony, but it may require a process that seems chaotic to get us there. When the world is in a chaotic storm, a Jedi is the anchor that brings harmony to the world. One action at a time, one step of making things a little better, be it in helping someone see the bigger picture, helping them through a rough time, finding the place to be to make a difference, aiding someone in a difficult time, or otherwise acting in alignment with right action. A Jedi brings harmony to the localized situation, and thereby restores harmony to the Force locally. Chaos can happen when the twisting of the way of the world, the Force as a physical thing, or as a driving power behind things becomes too much. This creates chaos. A Jedi, by being in alignment with the Force and its harmonious symphony, acts as an extension of it. We pour that harmony into the Force and the situations we encounter, and through that, slowly drive the darkness back. Harmony for a Jedi means being a light in dark times, for we bring then a balance to those who need it. If the world is in a state of fear, we provide hope in our very presence. If the world is in a state of anger, we provide calmness. This line is a reminder that we are the ashla, or light, to the bogan, or darkness, and that the innate state of the Force is an ever-flowing, ever-changing movement toward life. Training that is inconsistent, sporadic, unfocused, and undisciplined is as good as not training at all most of the time. This line of the Code reminds us to seek harmony within our training, bringing consistency, focus, and discipline. This also reminds us not to frenzy our training in bursts, leaving ourselves unable to then act when needed, or sacrificing all other things to a chaotic overload of training. The Code reminds us that all things must be in harmony. What we eat, what we say, what we do, what we think, and who we are must be harmonious for us to be one with the Force. When we draw on the Force in training, it is easy to draw on it as an explosive force chaotically, especially in exercises where we unify physical with esoteric. Instead, we should seek harmony in each motion. We should seek steadiness and flow with each movement. If a movement is explosive, it should be harmonious and in alignment. When we reach into the Force in our spiritual training, this reminds us to seek the harmonious flow, especially in times where our innate self is imbalanced. In searching for that rhythm of ebb and flow within the Force during our training, during our spiritual and physical pursuits of the Force, we bring into ourselves the gentle strength of that rhythm. You will undoubtedly reach a point in your life where it feels like all is chaos. This may be more emotional or situational, depending on the context, but this line of the code reminds you in the mantra not only to find your peace, serenity, and knowledge, but to also find your harmony, where you belong in the situation. It reminds you to find the harmony within yourself, to seek what you need to be in that moment, who you need to be, and to in that be at one with yourself and the Force entirely. In diving into the harmony of the Force through this line, you ready yourself for whatever shifts and unpredictable moments will happen, be they emotional, situational, or spiritual. With this as part of the greater mantra, you are reminded each repetition to draw on the harmony of the Force, find your place in it, and continue forward with it as your ally. In essence, this reminds you, regardless of all else, that the Force is with you, and you are one with the Force, and all moves in accordance with its will. Force guide and protect you.